Hello, beautiful people. Thank you so much for tuning in, watching, and listening. This is going to be the mid-April 2023 reading for the zodiac sign of Taurus. As always, my readings are very intuitive, so I'll provide you with any intuitive messages that I receive, as well as the meaning of the tarot cards. I do, however, recommend you check out your sun, moon, and rising just to get a full picture of everything that's going on for you this month. And if you haven't already done so, please do subscribe to my YouTube channel. When you subscribe, that helps me greatly, and you'll be notified when I post new content. But let's go ahead and jump in and get started. In column number 1, we're going to take a look at what's wrapping up and coming to a close, so last few weeks or month. Column number 2, we're going to take a general look at what's coming for the remainder of April. We're also going to do a money column, a love column, and in the 5th and final column, we're going to do a message from our future self or spirit guides. We'll also do 3 yes or no questions, a crystal of the month, and a healing note for you, Taurus. But let's go back to column number 1, what's wrapping up and coming to a close, and get started there. Pulling a quick summary affirmation card. We have the card, I am royalty. I always get so excited when the royalty card comes up. It's such a good reminder of your worth, your value, worthy of all things that you deserve, how you should be treated. Overall good energy associated with the royalty card. But let's see what messages we're working with here. Let's see what insight I can give you. Okay, first we have the Temperance card. I always get excited anytime the Temperance card comes into play, Taurus. The Temperance card is a card of balance and harmony. And generally speaking, I think we can all use a little bit more balance and harmony. So, love to see Temperance. Temperance can also be a patience card. So there's something you could have been having to wait for, or maybe had to be a little bit more patient with. The next card that we have is the Death card. I always like to point out the Death card doesn't mean death, but it does indicate a transformation. It's time to move on. It's something coming to an end and a change coming. We'll see if we can figure out a little bit more about what this transformation is, but I like it because this transformation is bringing in balance and harmony. But in some cases, again, you could have been waiting for this transformation. At the bottom here, we have the 3 of Swords. The 3 of Swords is a card of heartbreak, divorce, loss, depression, surgery. It's really low feelings. I always tell people, though, the 3 of Swords is about pulling the sword from your own heart. So definitely some healing that's happened these last few weeks as well. And this healing could have really been what prompted this transformation. But let's see what messages we've got here. First up, we have the 5 of Pentacles. The 5 of Pentacles is a card of ill health, poverty, worry, isolation, financial loss, or financial issues. So I especially like to see Temperance paired with this because if you've been having financial issues or financial worries or even illness, this is a good indicator of kind of that balance and harmony being restored. So definitely better financial situation coming your way. So love that with the 5 of Pentacles and the Temperance there. Again, you could have been patiently waiting for this to correct, but it seems like it will if it has not already. The next card that we have is the Strength card. The Strength card is a card of self-love, unconditional love, self-respect, courage. You're making this change. You're going through this transformation for you. This is out of love for yourself and respect for yourself. That very well could tie into that healing too. We're doing that healing because of the love and respect that we have for ourselves. So I feel like there is a really good motive driving this change and driving this transformation here, Taurus. The last card that we have is the Chariot. Somebody once described the Chariot to me as the vroom vroom card. It means there's action, there's change. It's about being on a journey. And every day is part of the bigger journey of everything that we're doing. So definitely this transformation is part of the journey, and this healing is part of the journey as well. So, and I like that the journey is showing brighter feeling again with that balance and harmony coming through. Okay. Now, Taurus, let's take a look at our next column, which is anything related to what's coming for the remainder of the month, remainder of April. We have the card, I Will Inspire. This is pretty literal. The one thing that this could vary between each of you is, are you inspiring yourself or are you inspiring others? Regardless, inspiration is really important. I'm just going to throw this out there because what I'm hearing, you need to make sure you keep yourself inspired and passionate about what you're doing. That's not to say that others won't be seeking inspiration from you as well. But let's see what messages we're working with here. First up, we have the Two of Wands. The Two of Wands is a card of having to make a choice. Anytime we have two of something on a card, it is very much so decision driven. So see if we can give you some more context about that. But I do definitely see a decision coming in the next few weeks for you. The Two of Wands can also be a card of travel plans. So potentially you're making some vacation or travel plans, which is super exciting. The next card we have is the Ten of Wands. The Ten of Wands is a card of being stressed, being exhausted, having lots of burdens. Do make sure that you're careful what you commit to in the next few weeks, because it kind of seems like you're maxed out or you're tapped out here, Taurus. So just be aware. Don't overcommit. But this is just like tired. One thing I will say that when I see the Ten of Wands, it seems to really respond well to meditation too. So if you're feeling overwhelmed or feeling like emotionally exhausted, meditation can be a really good option for you. But again, it's like you kind of already have a lot going on and it just feels tired. So be aware of that when you commit to anything else these next few weeks. At the bottom here, we have the Seven of the Seven of Cups. The Seven of Cups is having a lot of things going on. So we've talked about that multiple times now. The Ten of Wands is saying you have a lot going on. Seven of Cups is saying you have a lot going on. The Seven of Cups is also a card of being non-committal, but this is like not what I typically mean by non-committal. But again, be really careful what we commit to, again, going forward. We're kind of maxed out, tapped out. So just be aware and be reasonable with yourself and time these next few weeks. The first clarifier that we have here is the Seven of Pentacles. The Seven of Pentacles is a card of patience. It's a card of waiting. Perhaps some of you are putting off travel or putting off making this decision. In addition to making a decision, the Two of Wands can also be a decision card and a waiting card. So definitely two waiting messages here. So perhaps there's some wait for travel or wait for decision. You may just need to wait to make this decision so you don't have so much stuff going on. Again, I do see some sort of delay in travel or decision here though. The next card that we have is the Five of Cups. The Five of Cups is a card of low feelings. It's loss, regret, grief, feeling abandoned. More than anything, I feel like you're just tired. Again, you seem like emotionally exhausted and kind of maxed out physically, so just be aware of that. Again, meditation really helps, especially when we're feeling emotional or overwhelmed by emotions, so just keep that in mind. I don't know that there's any one thing happening here. It's just busy and a lot to get through in the next few weeks, so keep that in mind. If you've watched my readings before, you know I always love when this happens. We have the Seven of Cups on top of the Seven of Cups. This is like the universe saying, I said what I meant. I was very clear on what I meant. The message is clear. Again, be careful committing to things because I think you're really tapped out. So just be aware. Maybe that's the waiting. Maybe you need to wait to commit to anything else, Taurus. So the nice thing is when we're super busy, the next few weeks will go by quickly. So to put a little positive spin, not that this is bad, it's more just saying you're busy and be careful about committing to anything else. Okay, now let's move on to our next column, which is anything related to money. Starting out with a quick money message here for you, Taurus. The spirit of money is within you. You are money. You are never without. In this column, we're going to talk about anything related to money, job, career, finances, businesses you run, investments you have, really anything you associate with money. I like how this is coming together here for you. First, we have the King of Coins. The King of Coins is a card of being solid, practical, and wise. So just keep that in mind. Be solid, practical, and wise with your money going into the next few weeks or the remainder of April. Honestly, I think you're going to be too busy to really spend money, so there's that. This could also be investment. So the King of Coins is an investment card, but I'm feeling like it's an investment you've already made, but this is like a reflection of an investment doing really well for you. So we'll see what other clarifiers we've got there. But again, be solid, practical, wise in terms of spending this month. The next card that we have is the Emperor. The Emperor is a very long-term card. It's a very strategic card. I like the direction we're heading career-wise and financially. And that's what the Emperor is here saying. We're making good moves. We're in a good spot financially. We're in a good spot career-wise. So I like this. So continued forward on this path. This can also be a card of leadership, so potentially some leadership role coming up for you too. But again, I really think this is speaking to staying the course. You're making the right moves for yourself right now. So continue those solid, practical, wise efforts. At the bottom here, we have the Six of Wands. Wonderful card of success. This is victory, award, recognition, good news, success. So there definitely can be some award, recognition, some sort of bonus maybe for you coming in there. Or just kind of an indicator of success. So I don't really see any financial issues coming up. Things look really successful, look really on the right path. Again, just make sure we're good with our money, making strong, sound choices. Up first for clarifiers, we have the Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles is a card of luxury. It's a card of financial gain. Perhaps there's some more money coming in. And again, it's what do we do with that money? Being solid, practical, and wise with it. I do also, again, see financial gains from an investment that was already made. Some of you could be making an investment, but again, it feels like the investment's already been made and it's paying off now. The next card that we have is the Ace of Swords. Anytime you have the Ace card, it's a card of newness. At this point, I think there could be some new clarity on kind of what next steps are for you. Again, I think you're on the right path, you're on the right course, but it's like you're continuing gathering and building up what next steps are here, Taurus. Kind of a unique message, but again, there's some clarity on what the future holds, it seems. So, and then at the bottom here, we have the Three of Swords. The Three of Swords is a card of needing to do some healing. Maybe last month, like you didn't have a good month for sales, or you had an issue with your coworker, or something along those lines. This is kind of like the rebound, the correction, the rainbow after the storm, if you will, Taurus. So if things were down, they're looking up. Again, this is like the rebound or the victory after maybe a harder time or a less successful time. Okay, now let's move on to our next column, which is anything related to love. Starting out with a quick love message here. It says freedom. There's nothing stopping you. The path is clear if you want it to be. So in this column, we're going to talk about anything related to love, family, friends, relationship, children, marriage, whatever you associate with love here, Taurus. First, we have the Seven of Wands. The Seven of Wands is a card of feeling like you have to defend yourself. We're going to clarify this a little bit more, but I actually do think that you should defend yourself or defend your perspective here. There's a lot of different meanings behind defending yourself. What this is coming through is like, again, defend your perspective or the way that you're feeling. And maybe it's not so much defend, but like share your perspective, share how it's making you feel. The next card that we have is the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is very nurturing, very healing, very supportive. Just looking down to our next card too, it's like there is some sort of conflict there, but like making sure that we communicate it. This relationship seems really strong, it seems really nurturing, feels very supportive, but it's almost like if we don't say something, then the issue will continue. At the bottom here, we have the Five of Swords. The Five of Swords is typically like not the best relationship, but this is more so coming through as a conflict. So I think there's something that's bothering you, Taurus, and we need to make sure that you communicate it so it can be nurtured and healed. I think the relationship is healthy and understanding, but it's almost like they don't know this issue exists. So communicate whatever's bothering you here. Let's look at our clarifiers here. First clarifier we have is the Star card. The Star card is a card of renewal. This is a card of hope. It's a card of inner clarity. Again, we need to bring some clarity to this situation. You need to, this is also about being in the spotlight. You need to bring a light to the situation because I don't think it's seen currently. But it will result in the renewal. It will result in the correction that you're hoping for there, Taurus. The next card that we have is the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups is a card of wishes coming true. Again, you want this to be corrected, your wish will be granted. So call attention to it, bring light to it, talk it through so it can be resolved. At the bottom here, we have the Four of Pentacles. This is like long-term security. Again, this relationship is secure, it's happy, it's healthy. This isn't going to derail the relationship. So whatever it is that's bothering you, definitely encourage you, Taurus, to have the conversation about it for sure. Okay, now let's move on and take a look at our fifth and final column, which is a message from our future self or spirit guides. We have the card, I feel open. So this is really important that we stay open to the things that we want to receive. In life, not all events are great, and it's really easy to get closed off, Taurus. So it's important that we stay open, because if we're closed off, then of course we can't receive the things that we want and hope and desire. So a nice sense of openness, feeling open. However, keep yourself only open to the good things. But let's see what messages we've got here. The first card that we have is the Two of Coins or the Two of Pentacles. This is having to make a choice. This is like weighing your options, kind of holding both things in your hand and seeing which one feels better. We'll clarify that a little bit further, but again, I feel like we're weighing our options and making a decision here. The next card that we have is the World card. The World card is the last card in the Major Arcana. This is a card of completing a goal, completing a lesson. I do think we're going to make a decision to wrap something up here, move on to something new. I see leaving old, going to new. So we'll see what this decision is about. But again, I feel like you're opening yourself up to the new path because that's the thing that you wanted. Of course, the cat has to say hello and destroy everything here at the end, Taurus. I apologize. And then at the bottom here, we have the Queen of Coins or the Queen of Pentacles. This is very resourceful. This is a great relationship card, so keep relationships in mind as we navigate and weigh these decisions. But with the Queen of Pentacles, this is like, where do you put your resources? So this decision definitely needs to be made because we need to have a clear vision of what direction we're going. But let's look at our clarifiers and see what other messages I can give you here. This was so nice and pretty laid out, and now every card has turned crazy. But anyways, let's see. So first up, we have the Three of Pentacles. The Three of Pentacles is a card of collaboration. This is a card of skill, quality. You may be talking with somebody to figure out, again, which path is right for you. Weighing your options, considering what needs to happen. In terms of quality, I feel like one of these will lead to a better quality of life. That's such a weird message, but that's what I'm hearing. So think in terms of quality of life as you weigh your options and make this decision. Again, we're open to receiving what we want, so this will always have a positive outcome for you. The next card that we have is the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords is finding out truth, getting information. So you're going to get information that you need. So you're going to be able to make a really educated decision here. I don't think there's information hiding. I don't think there's unknown here. And then at the bottom, we have the Two of Swords. So that's, again, the decision to be made, the decision at hand here, Taurus. Okay, at this time, I'm going to give you the opportunity to ask 3 yes or no questions. We're going to use our Gypsy Witch fortune telling deck. If you don't have 3 questions in mind, you can pause the video and think of them really quick. But question number 1, we have the 9 of Hearts. This is the number 16 card. That's going to be a yes. Question number 2 is the 7 of Clubs. This is the number 20 card. That's going to be a yes. And question number 3, we have the 10 of Hearts. This is number 7 card. That's going to be a yes. So 3 yeses there for you. If you watched your video earlier this month, we did pull a card from our Healing Stones deck, which is a crystal to keep with you through the month of April. Taurus, your crystal this month is Rose Quartz, which is good for softness, love. It's gentle but firm. This is also a great self-love crystal too. And last but not least, we're going to pull a card from our Healing Notes deck. Your Healing Note says, yes, you, the one reading this. You are beautiful, talented, amazing, and simply the best at being you. Thank you so much, Taurus, for tuning in, watching, and listening. Please do like, comment, subscribe. Let me know how this video resonates. Again, subscriptions help me greatly, and you'll be notified when I post new content. I also did include my Venmo in the comments box if you'd like to make a donation. But thank you so much, Taurus, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your April. I again apologize for chaos, but thank you and take care.